Hello and welcome to all. Today's session we'll see what are the AI tools every manual and automation QA engineer must know in 2026. Okay. So first we'll start with the ChatGPT. Okay. So ChatGPT is very useful tool, AI tool. We can use it in our day-to-day life. Okay. So as a manual QA, first we need to understand the requirements and when on depending on the requirements, okay, we need to start the designing the manual test cases. Okay. So using ChatGPT, we'll just give a prompt. Okay, so what is the requirement is there? Okay, it will and will ask the prompt like generate positive, negative boundary security test cases for the login page. Okay, it will generate the all the test cases. So if you don't know how to give the prompt on ChatGPT, okay, you just revisit the my earlier session. Okay, and like if you see using the ChatGPT, we can use the in our daily day-to-day life usually like we can create a test cases, we can create a test data if in case our requirement is saying we need to verify the execute the same test case for multiple test data. Okay, we using the chat gpt we can create a multiple test data. We can also create a SQL queries. We'll write a bug description. Okay, we'll also identify the root cause analysis. Expert will identify. Then Selenium code we will also get it. Okay. Okay. And here you can see, I already mentioned using ChatGPT, we'll get all this information. Okay. Then next, Cursor AI. Okay. So Cursor AI is also very useful basically in automation. Okay. Like suppose imagine in your project contain the 200 Selenium classes, a 400 page object and 150 API test. Okay. Being as a new tester, okay, it's very quite difficult to understand all the classes. Okay, so using cursor AI, okay, if you give the correct prompt, okay, then he will understand you what is the current framework, okay, and how we'll write a code and all these things. Okay, so now here, like if in case it's a new story arrives, okay, like a forgot password, so what we'll do, instead of manually understanding the framework, okay, we'll give the prompt to cursor, like follow the existing page object model, create automation for the forgot password. Okay, so what cursor will do? Cursor will read the entire project. Okay, and once everything is done, okay, it generate the page object, test classes, assertion, utility methods, waits, and logging for the forgot password. Okay, and like if you see with cursor we can use for the refactor framework, then we'll also use the cursor for the generate selenium. We'll also create a playwright. Okay, we'll also use for the review, and we'll also like generate the java documents as well. Okay, the next AI tool is the GitHub Copilot. Okay, this is the uh, insight for the Visual Studio Code. Okay, as and when you start the typing, okay, driver.find element, okay, Copilot predicts, okay, entire the code. Okay, then we'll also see GitHub Copilot. We can also use in the Java, Selenium, Playwright, and even Rest Assure. Okay, if in case you are in Cypress or SQL, we can use it. The next AI tools is the Rovo. Okay, this is the Atlassian product. It's a very useful and excellent for Jira and the Confluence users. Okay, if in case your organization is using the Jira and the Confluence, then Rovo becomes a powerful productivity tool. Okay, and now if you see the daily QA scenarios, like if there is a very long requirement document, okay, using the Rovo, we'll summarize. Okay, we'll also find the related bugs or duplicate defects. Okay, if in case you need to find out the any specific confluence, okay, using row we can find out the confluence. It is very useful. Okay, and it's also helpful to really create a release notes and all these things. Okay, for this one we need to give a correct prompt. Like if you here I give the one example, show all unresolved login defects from last sprint, 3 sprints, and summarize the common root causes. Okay, so it will generate the correct output. Okay, so if you don't know how to give the prompt in Rovo, okay, just revisit the my earlier videos. Okay, now what is the benefit of using the Rovo? The first benefit is the faster requirement understanding, better defect traceability. It's reduced the time searching documents, and definitely it's a very useful for all the QA, business analyst, developer, and the product. The next AI tool is the Postman AI. This Postman AI is specifically useful for the API testers. Okay, we'll just ask the generate Postman test. It's generate the assertion, positive test, negative test, boundary test. Even it will also collection documentation. It will create it. Okay. The next AI tool we can use Playwright MCP. Okay, this represents the future of the AI assistant browser automation. Okay, if in case you are using the latest technology, then Playwright MCP we can use it. We will give the prompt like login as an admin, create a customer, verify the customer access on the dashboard, and capture screenshot on failure. Okay, so as a Playwright MCP, AI agent can plan the browser interaction, execute them, and provide the result. So reducing the effort required for repetitive smoke or the regression checks. Okay, so here in one go we can compare which tool we can use it, whether uh, like for ChatGPT. ChatGPT is very useful for the manual QA. Okay, even for like if in case you want to find out the any specific code in automation, either in Selenium or the Playwrights. Okay, we can take a help for the ChatGPT. But basically, ChatGPT is very useful in the manual QA. Okay, like next is the Cursor AI. Cursor AI is very useful in automation. It increases the productivity very high. Okay, similar for the GitHub Copilot. Okay, whereas the Rovo is also useful for the manual QA, even for documentation. Okay, and Cloud AI is also useful for the manual and automation. Okay, we can also use the Gemini, Postman AI, even Playwright, MCP to increase the automation Playwright. Okay, so I would recommend just using the only one AI tools. I will recommend we need to use the more than one automation, more than one AI tools, so that our productivity increase. Now, if you see, if we use the more than one AI tools, definitely our productivity is increasing. Okay, I just gave the one example, productivity comparison. Okay, like if you see without AI and with AI, so for earlier for test kit design, if it is taking 60 minutes, okay, then using AI or ChatGPT, okay, it will within a 5 minutes we are generating a test cases. We just as a QA we need to review the things. Okay, same for the Selenium script. Earlier it was taking the 2 hours. Okay, then using AI, either it's a Copilot or the GitHub. Okay, it is generating it quickly. Then as a QA we need to review it. Okay, so its time is reduced 2 hours to 20 minutes. So our productivity is already increased. Okay, even for bug reporting. Okay, so earlier to log a defect, it is taking 20 minutes, but using the uh, AI tools, will log the bug within 2 minutes. Okay, same for the like here you can see we can use the AI tools for the SQL query, then API test, XPath. Okay, earlier identifying the XPath is quite difficult. Okay, even if we find out the XPath, okay, so that was the not a concrete. The next time script was failing, but now we can use the AI tools, and using the AI tool within a few of seconds we can create a XPath. Okay, so we can also use the AI tool for the root cause analysis and the framework understanding. Okay, so now here you can see if you don't know the if you are new and you don't know the framework. Okay, yeah, so earlier it was taking 3 days. Okay, but nowadays using AI tools, okay, you will understand within a couple of hours only. So this is the tools which every manual and automation QA engineer must know in 2026. If in case you have any questions, queries, please let me know. Thank you.